Have you ever felt lost, adrift in a world of infinite noise, searching for a center? You are not the first. Our ancestors felt it too, and in their search for an anchor, they called it by different names. They all looked in the same direction. Our ancestors, separated by oceans and centuries, shared a secret belief. They believed a path existed, connecting the earth to the stars. They called it by different names, envisioned it in different forms: a tree, a mountain, a pillar of light. But the concept was always the same: the axis mundi, the cosmic center of everything. But why? Why did so many cultures invent this link to the heavens? The answer reveals something fundamental about us. For the Vikings, the cosmos was held together by Yggdrasil. It wasn't just a tree. It was the spine of reality. It provided structure, order, and a pathway. It meant their world, Midgard, was part of a grander, interconnected design. To look at the tree was to understand your place in the universe. But the Norse worldview was not one of peaceful harmony. Their axis was a place of eternal conflict. A dragon gnawing at the roots, an eagle perched at the top, and a squirrel running between them carrying insults. For them, the universe wasn't something to be perfected, but a chaotic, beautiful struggle to be endured. Yggdrasil didn't promise salvation. It offered context, a grand, cosmic stage for their lives of hardship and glory. While the Norse reached for a cosmic tree, other civilizations found their axis in something far more tangible, something they could see, a divine landmark on their own horizon, defining the absolute boundary between the mortal and the immortal. This boundary was protected by a concept the Greeks called hubris, the sin of arrogance, of mortals trying to equal the gods. The hero Bellerophon, after slaying monsters and taming the winged horse Pegasus, believed his deeds made him equal to the gods. He tried to force his way into their home, but the higher he flew, the harder he fell. Olympus wasn't a prize to be won. It was a constant, humbling reminder of mortal limits. It taught a crucial lesson: know your place. But hubris wasn't just about challenging the gods directly. It was also about defying your own nature. Icarus didn't fly towards Olympus. He flew towards the sun, driven by the ecstasy of his own power. His tragedy wasn't a punishment from Zeus, but a natural consequence of forgetting his limits. The Greek axis, therefore, teaches us a dual lesson: respect the gods above, but also respect the natural laws that govern us from within. So, one axis teaches endurance within chaos. Another teaches respect for rigid boundaries, or a limit to be feared. What if it was a path to be walked, a journey not outward, but inward? In the East, the concept became a profound map of consciousness. Mount Meru is the center of all physical, metaphysical, and spiritual universes. Its geography is psychology. The different levels aren't just places, but states of being, from the hellish realms of suffering at the base to the human realm of choice and consequence, and up to the blissful realms of the gods, or devas, at the top. It is a diagram of all possible experiences. But here lies the crucial difference. Unlike Olympus, even the heavens of Meru are not permanent. The gods there live long, blissful lives, but their good karma eventually runs out, and they too are reborn into lower realms. The entire mountain, from the deepest hell to the highest heaven, is part of a cosmic cycle of birth, death, and rebirth called samsara. The goal, therefore, was not to climb the mountain and stay at the top. The goal was to get off the mountain entirely. This act of transcendence is called nirvana or moksha, liberation. It is achieved not by physical deeds, but by extinguishing the inner fires of greed, hatred, and ignorance. The axis of Meru, therefore, is not a structure to admire from afar, but a prison to be understood from within, so that one may find the key and walk free. The journey wasn't up, but through. A cosmic stage for enduring struggle, a divine boundary demanding respect, an inner prison requiring liberation. Three vastly different worldviews, all born from the same fundamental human need: the need for orientation in a universe that feels infinite and chaotic. We crave a map. We need an up, a down, a center, just to know where we stand. And we still search for that axis today. We just call it by different names. For some, the axis is the towering skyscraper of capitalism, a modern Olympus where wealth and status are the gods, and success is the perilous climb. For others, the axis is science, a pillar of objective truth, where the laws of physics define our cosmos. For many, it's ideology, a rigid structure of belief that provides a clear us versus them, a map for a complex world, and for a growing number, rejecting these external structures, the axis is turning inward once more. The search for wellness, for mindfulness, a modern, secular path to the peak of a personal Meru. If you have found your way, please subscribe and follow me.